Oh yeah. What's good? What's good? What's good? This right here. I need to share this. I need to share this stream right here. Before I start purchasing, making video. Before we start this, I'm going to share this. Because this right here, I believe, is a very, very important video game. Look. Oh, yeah. Give me a second, guys. Because got a few people like, hey, ain't seen your motherfucking ass. Give a quick second. Before I go to bed. Okay. Damn. Okay. Wow. Okay. Alright. Okay, so, alright, guys. So, right now, those that know, I collect video games with this holy ass shirt. Chauncy, you know what it is? Chauncy True Talon, player number one, player number two. You pick which side you want to lose. Mr. Chips Ahoy himself. And I'm very. This is big. This is like one of those things that I like to tell people to get. And a lot of people are like, yo, like I get asked all the time in my job about video games, because everybody knows about me in video games. And then they like, oh, I didn't know you game. I'm like, oh, word. It was like, that's cool. And then they were like, oh, how many games you have? I'm like, almost 1,000. Like 1,000? Yeah, like 1,000 physical copies. 1,000 physical copies. I'm like, yeah. And then I got like 200 to 400 digital. I just never made a specific count. It might be a lot higher, but anyway. Right now, I like to say this is like the best time for you to pick up one of these, a PS Vita. This is the first edition PS Vita that came out. This is my second PS Vita. It's still the first edition, You see my black ass. Woo, woo, woo. Uh, with the PS Vita. So here's the thing: the PS Vita is a really strong, powerful system that many people slept on because when they got the PS Vita, the system came out. It was really fucking powerful. It was. I looked at the PS Vita like as a PS3. When the PS3 dropped, that shit was really fucking powerful, really strong, a lot of detail, a lot of stuff, but the price was too high. When the Vita dropped on as the Vita successor to the PSP. Everybody loves the PSP. I love the PSP. It's like one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite console, handheld consoles ever. I love Nintendo. The DS is amazing. The Game Boy Advance. I think the Game Boy Advance might be better than the 3DS. But it's like Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS. Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS. A very great handheld. But the PSP, in my opinion, might have been a lot better. But we're not talking about none of those consoles, those handhelds. All three are phenomenal handhelds that you guys should look forward to find before the price skyrocket. But right now, you guys should really pick up a PSP. Look at all those icons. You guys should pick up a PSP. Oh, that's a Vita. Pick up a Vita. Like I said, pick up a Vita. One thing is, the Vita is about people get rid of their Vitas for like $100, $120 for in a bunch of games with a memory card. Very simple, very cheap. And if you're lucky, you might find a PlayStation TV for like $30 to $50 because it's a system that nobody want to use. Sony gave up support on, and I believe if you're trying to stream off of it, if you have a Hauppauge capture device or you're using a splitter, a very amazing system for you to stream your games off of it. Also, if you catch a PS Vita TV before it was upgraded to a certain date, I believe it's a 3.1, you can play games just like this that has no support on the PS Vita, on the Vita TV, on that Vita TV because of a hack. The hack allows you to use a controller and the touchpad on there as the back of this to simulate the gameplay. So if you ask for touch, ask for gyros, the gyros might little work. The camera, on the other hand, as fuck. I heard the camera does not work in certain games. It's not available for you to do it. So I can stream I stream off the I stream off the Vita with the PS Vita. You have to get it modded. Katsu Kitty does it, but the problem with Katsu Kitty streaming off the Vita, it takes about 7 months for that person to make it. This is very hard. That's why there's a Vita TV, which is pretty, you know about the Vita TV, which is really good to stream off of, but it doesn't support all games. Thing is, the PS Vita TV has a hack where you can update it, so you can play games like Uncharted and Killzone Mercenaries, which isn't supported in the United States, but is supported on the Japanese version, which I don't understand. That don't make no goddamn sense. That I heard is supported for the Japanese and for Region 5 and Region 3, but not Region 1. Doesn't make no fucking sense. So, if you know the regions are set up for like games and all that shit. Like Region 1, North America, South America. Region 2 is Region 2 is South America. Region 1 is Canada, North America, and Mexico. Region 2 is South America. Region 3 is Europe, and the UK, which is mostly Europe, and most of Africa. Region 4 is Australia, and Southern Africa, which I think is it was I think maybe, and Region 5 is Asia, which make the Vita the shit. Also, is the truth is that it's region free, so that shit ain't locked. That's the fucking truth. That's what makes it dope. The bad thing about it being region free is that you need multiple memory cards. So if you got a Japanese account, swap out the memory card. You pop the memory card right on the side. Oh, that's the Wi-Fi shit. I mean the 3G from the whack ass AT&T, 3G. Don't make sense. But outdated source. That's the only problem. That was a big problem I had. We were using 4G technology, LTG, and they want to go 3G. Memory cards in my Vita TV, but yeah, the memory cards, they're expensive. Memory cards is pretty expensive. So the memory cards is pretty expensive right now. That's one good thing. But they got like 64 gigabyte memory cards because these games are not small. Like the Uncharted demo, oh, that's 64 megabytes. 51. Well, some of these games you have to download immediately to the system and all that shit. But then there's patches. So there's mad shit, That's dope. And also what makes the PS Vita amazing is that there's mad support for this shit. There's a ton of support. You might go to GameStop or go to the store and you don't see this shit. But the Vita, Sony try to push the Vita as being a downloaded only game. Even though there's a slot for cartridges. Where the fuck is that cartridge? I can't. Up top. There's a slot for cartridges. Ain't nothing in there. These carts right here, there's slots for them. But the problem is about the slots is that, you won't find those everywhere. And that's a good thing because at this moment, the Vita TV is like nobody wants it. Nobody's looking for it. So you just go to the store and catch games on markdowns for the love, Like, I got games mad cheap, Look at that. Got mad games. I even got games. Then like, this is my girl's Batman 2. We got Mod Nation right here. Luminis, Electric Symphony. The Marvel. Little Big Planet. There's Uncharted. And then I got games that I never opened. Like I got this Gaia 3, and I got Freedom Wars. I got my Freedom Wars for like $9. $9 sealed. And I heard this is a long ass game. And then this Gaia 3. Anybody who know about this Gaia, that shit's the truth. So real talk, man. It's like mad games. That's like a ton of games. And since if you got PlayStation Plus, which I really think PlayStation Plus is a big piece of shit right now. The games that they give out is whack, but you still get free games every month. And at least 2 of those games, like you get 6 games. 2 games for PlayStation 4, 2 games for PS3, and 2 games for Vita. Most of those games on the Vita or PlayStation 3 games are Vita compatible because they're usually an indie game. So that's dope. And the PlayStation and Vita support PS1 games from the PlayStation Store. Also, there's PSP games that's in the PlayStation Store. And there's a ton of whack indie games that's kind of showing up. So, some of them games that's on Steam that doesn't look too big, they're probably on here. This, let me think of a good game. Oh, one of my favorite games, Hotline Miami. Anybody that knows me knows I love Hotline Miami. It's up there. Like every year I make a new list, and Hotline Miami, I keep on forgetting to put Hotline Miami in there. And Hotline Miami is a phenomenal game. And also PlayStation has, PlayStation 3 is basically DED right now, DED. But a lot of those PlayStation 3 games that's on the PlayStation Store are compatible with the PS Vita, because they're an indie game. And those indie games be always looking out and shit. I got like, and then at one point in time, I'm pretty pissed off. Sony got rid of it. Sony had the Sony shop, PlayStation shop, had mobile Sony games on there. I'm really mad because there was a game called Chaos Ring that I should have fucking picked up. It was 3 games in the series, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna pick it up. And then my dumbass never picked it up, and now I can't fucking find it because Sony pulls that shit off their fucking market. Can't find it on the store. You got Chaos Ring. I think it's called Chaos Ring, but you got the third one on the iPhone and shit. Oh, that's my black ass. Surprise! That's how I'm reading y'all shit, your comments and shit. But you can do that shit. Also, what makes the Vita the truth? Like Jose said, what makes the Vita the truth? It's a fucking controller, remote controller. Some games you can just stream straight to the fucking PS Vita. Have your PS4 one room, go upstairs, continue playing in the other room because your kids are getting loud. You want to take a mean ass shit. Aunt Jemima and the motherfucking Uncle Ben and the Cream of Wheat guy and the Quaker Oats guy are in a fucking love triangle and shit's getting fucked up and Mrs. Butterworth's pissed off because her hair's leaking. Somebody knock her the fuck out. You want to get the fuck on and you're like, yo, the PS4 right out here. You just go take that shit into your fucking room, pick up, take or drop the deuce. You be like, you dropping on the deuce. You got the PS Vita because that's how strong this motherfucker is. Bitch is strong as fuck. Like I'm saying, guys, games are getting cheap as fuck right now. PS Vita, finding physical copies of PS Vita games, do it now. Real talk. Prices on that shit, before they skyrocket, I highly suggest you find a PS Vita. You find that PS Vita, you buy games. GameStop's about to start doing deals on them bitches real soon because Sony has not gave any type of support to the system. And not trying to be a dick, if you go to the GameStop website, it's not set up for that shit to be found. You have to click on a link on the more section just to find the motherfucking PS Vita set. And that means if they have it in the more section, Sony is trying to move this shit to the legacy section. And there's been talks multiple times that this shit was considered a legacy device. Yeah, you know how legacy devices go. They don't receive support. That's a big, big hamper. But don't feel bad just because there's no support really from Sony. There's a website like Limited Run Games that makes ports from arcade, from PS Store for PS Vita onto, that's digitally only, onto physical copies. I'm pretty pissed off. I should have bought the Skullgirls physical copy of this for the Vita, but I ended up getting the PS4 version, and I'm still waiting for that shit. But anyway, before we continue and finish up this little jibber jabber, there's a ton of games I highly suggest. One game, I got a lot of games digitally, but there's a lot of games one game I like to suggest, Uncharted, The Golden Abyss. It's a great story. The game takes place in the Uncharted universe. I feel the only bad thing about this game, I feel that it's not canon, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it is canon, I feel that it's like, it's a filler. Just like for you guys who watch anime, about the filler episodes, you fucking hate fillers. But I feel like that was a filler and it was a good port. Can never go wrong with Little Big Planet. Fucking amazing game. Fucking love Little Big Planet. A great game. Very awesome. Can never go wrong. Can't go wrong with Mod Nation. Mod Nation on the PS3 was really good. But on the Vita, so much better to make your tracks. You use the touch screen right here, or you can use the touch pad in the back to make levels better. You touch the top and make the chart, the courses. Oh man, you can just drag You can just be dragging. What the fuck? I need to do this shit. You can just do this, do these, and make the levels a whole lot easier for you to get this shit going. You know, that game is amazing. Luminous, hands down. This shit is on the level of Tetris as a puzzle game. Fucking love these games. Love the fucking series. One of my favorite series. When I first found it on PSP, it was one of the first PSP games I ever bought. I'm a huge supporter of the Luminous. I don't know. I can't pronounce that shit. You know, Luminous. Lumines. Electric Symphony. We're gonna hang out with the Lumines. Electric Symphony. That Lumines sound like a motherfucking band that motherfucking Meanwhile in Grand Rapids. But fucking amazing game. Amazing soundtrack. Fucking game. Get pick up. Great puzzle game. You can't stop this game. Fucking amazing. Also, I gotta skip another good game that's amazing. That I highly suggest that you find on the PS Vita. It's also a PS3 game. Dragon Fantasy, Book 1 and 2. Amazing. Limited Run just had a recent shipment of that because they sold out and they brought another run of that. Simply amazing. Stealth Inc. Amazing game. Simply amazing. It's a puzzle game where you go through. I don't really want to give it a whole detail, but you're a clone, but you're a defective clone, and you're trying to get out of this factory, and you have to solve through puzzles getting through the factory. What else? Another great game I have to say that's on there. That is PS Vita. The Uncharted card game. Not the best card game, but I sunk my ass in a ton of time on that shit. Very good card game. I thought it was really good, and I felt really amazed how they made a card game work with Uncharted. You got the Uncharted card game have characters from Uncharted world as cards, and you play it like similar to Magic, but there's a little different battle system to it. And they also have sounds from Uncharted and the sound bites, like music and the sound bites. So you hear Nathan say, "Oh," and stuff like that, you know. I also like to say another great game is Killzone Mercenaries. There's a ton of gems on this system. A ton of gems on the PS Vita that I highly you guys look for. Ton of RPG games for you JRPG junkies that need that crack. I highly suggest you guys pick this shit up before the system skyrocket. Because you know, there's a ton of games that you guys want on the DS and the Game Boy Advance. The price is ridiculous. You're not going to look for it. At this moment, highly suggest you look for that shit. Get a PS Vita. If you can't find the games that you want, get it from the PlayStation Store. If you can't find it, look for RPG games. You might not think they're good right now, but get them now. Get them fucking RPG games now. Because if you don't pick them up now, RPG games are the first game that skyrocket in price. And those motherfuckers is a motherfucker trying to find them at a reasonable price unless you buy them as a fucking lot and you get it as a cheap ass price. So, let me know what games that you thought that was the shit, that was the truth, that was boo-boo magoo, that should have get thrown out on day one. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, PlayStation Network, whatever the fuck it is, Xbox Live, and all that other good shit. With this motherfucking name, follow me. You son of a bitch. How the fuck you want to fuck with up right now? You know my black ass all. You know I got one motherfucking job for you to do, and your ass wanna fuck up. But the first thing I say when we get here, don't kill no motherfucking body. The first thing you do, man, I did it because I love you. I'm sorry, guys. If y'all watch Get Rich or Die Trying, you know how hilarious that scene was to me. It's like the funniest scene ever. But yeah, everything Chauncy Talon. That's PlayStation, PSN, Twitter, Instagram, all that good shit. Send a friend request. I accept any and everybody as long as you don't give me no bullshit and all that shit. But make sure send me a friend request. Tell me what you think. What games you like. What's your favorite games for the system? What games you should avoid, and what prices that you spend. Because there's games that came out for the Vita that I didn't like, and Little Deviants was one of them. But hey, it was the Little Deviants was used to show you how to play the game with different systems. And also, this is a model. I think the 1000 model. Yeah. And there's a smaller model, thinner, with round buttons. And I heard a better light and a better arcade sticks, joysticks. So let me know in the comments below. It's your boy Chauncy True Talent. Let me know what games that you like. Like I like to say, I always ask. I always say it multiple times. What games you think was the best games for the PS Vita for you to play? What games was horrible? And what games you suggest for people to buy? The first 3 games. Oh yeah, the big 3. I forgot about that. I never talked about my big 3. My big 3 for the system. Because you remember, every system I always talk about the John Hancock big 3. Pause. The big 3, for those that don't know, is the game. If you buy a console, can you get 3 games immediately? And these 3 was, well, besides Little Big Planet, which I knew it was coming, these 2 were the first 2 games with Little Deviant. Was the first 3 games that I have. I don't know where the fuck it's at, but those were the first 3 games, and they was games that I sought out, and I was happy with those 3 games. So please leave a description on the bottom or in the comments what 3 games you suggest for the PS Vita. Games that you think is great. What games are boo boo magoo and all that shit. I need to just wrap that shit up, B. Wrap that shit up, B. And you know, it's your boy Chauncy True Talent. Player number 1 and player number 2. You pick which side you want to lose. Make sure you send that friend request, that subscription to. Hold on. Right here. Finger. Get your ass down there. All wrong way. Follow me at Chauncy Talent. That's everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, PSN, Nintendo, all that good shit. And I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.